is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cincinnati Bengals. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. Monday Night Primetime is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Get this game started, it's 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st down. Penix. That's complete. Some mustard on it to Bijan. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bengals have an early opportunity. That's the interception on the game's first series. So what happened there, partner? Looked like he'd found an early rhythm on that opening series until that last throw.
Yeah, fine line between confidence, which he certainly had, and rhythm, and then also just unwise decision-making, forcing that pick.
Here we go. Can.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Brings up 2nd and 17. At the
I'm one, ready?
Well, I imagine that first play woke him up as they get set now for 2nd and long.
Stop. Right 80. Right shot. Stop.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up 3rd down.
One defense held on the first series, and now the other group, well, they're answering the call and doing so in a big way. Back-to-back sacks, setting this offense way behind schedule. Kate, I think we're setting the stage for a hard-nosed, grinded-out kind of defensive football game.
180. 12. 11, Thomas. Stop.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. On the run, deep down the left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. He can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Looking right, and he finds it. This is close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, the spot's at the 37. It's going to be 3rd down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me. with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route runaway. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
They're going to think this over before trying 3rd and 1. They take a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Third down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Now time to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. He'll get it at the 9. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On 1, right?
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Cut. Right 80. Right 80. Cut.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
It's complete to Gesicki outright. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. The group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Right 80. 11. Cut.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
At the 40-yard line.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
12. Here we go. Cut.
Burrow now on 1st down. This finds all complete. He gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. 11 empty. Cut.
And play action here. Burrow. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you gotta imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Toward the sideline and caught by Reed. And he goes out of bounds. That's gonna set up 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in light coverage.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Bengals take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Penix here from the gun. Taking a deep shot here. That's grabbed inside the 30. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons will each pay dirt for the first time this game.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Jaden Reed to return this. The decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Gun. Stop. Can.
Play action now. Burrow. This is Reed working the right side. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They still have 10 to go here. It's second down. Burrow on the play action. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Here we go. Stop. 11, Thomas. 11. Stop.
On third down, here's Burrow. It's caught. Chase has it. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Bengals. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good.
Can't stop one.
Stop.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. The left side, and Gesicki has it. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers. Know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Wide 80. Wide 80. Stop.
Running on first here with Jacobs. He's descended upon it quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Tackled there by James Pierce.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing the out route complete. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Here we go. Stop. 180. Stop.
He's got it complete to Reed. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
6-yard line.
Let's get set. 180. 11. Stop.
Off the play fake, Burrow. Brought in by his back, it's Jacobs. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's get set. Can.
Hand off here to Jacobs. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Here's Jacobs again on second down. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're in the first and goal.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Here we go.
Brown reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a second quarter lead. So, Rob, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
To kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back of the 27.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Penix working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. He's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
Gets this one to London. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. He gets 6 on that play, and the Falcons will have a first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
A toss now to Robinson. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Now at midfield after that loss. Here's second and long. From the shotgun, Penix. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. It's the Falcons. With it, first and 10. Penix now to throw. Taking a chance to the end zone. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Drake London with the touchdown. Coup on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons tie things up at 14. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's 2nd down coming up.
On 2, ready? Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. That's him on the quick hitter. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Right, 80. Stop.
Burrow setting up the play action. Makes the catch. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Another Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Stop. 11. Stop.
Again, it's Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Stop.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Rolling deep here for the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Let's get set. Right, 80. 12. Stop.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed to his running back. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time he was out of the backfield with the running back, which shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Gun. 11 empty. Right, 80. Stop.
To the air again, it's Burrow. Dumps it off, Jacobs. And he's tackled for a short gain. Final timeout taken by the Bengals. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Stop.
Stick it in the air, it's Burrow. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that.
Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
He's trying to push the field. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our 1st half.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. On the return, here comes Reed. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
11.
One play action here. Burrow. That's complete to Reed out left. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And that's good for a gain of 5. Play made there by Clark Phillips.
A 6-yard pickup.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
11. 12. Right, 80.
Play action now. Burrow. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
11. MT. Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. He's got Gesicki complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Burrow on 1st down. Buying some time right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take the lead right away in half number 2. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. One after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7.
Falcons 14. Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 60
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, now gives him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Penix here from the gun. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a 1st.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
On 1st down, here's Penix. And this one is launched downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Penix to throw again on 2nd. And he cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Third down, it's Penix. Rolling left, buying some time. Has it in close. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
On now comes their punter. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And he drives this one skyward, hoping to drop it near the goal line. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he sends it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Here we go.
They stick with Jacobs. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
On third down, here's Burrow. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he brings it back with a pick six and the Atlanta touchdown. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right, getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. On the return, here comes Reed. And this drive will start inside the 25.
On the return, the Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's first and 10.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
After the pick, here's Burrow again. It's Reed downfield, and he's got it. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals take the lead on the first play of the drive. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This will end up as a touchback.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is first and 10. They're going play fake with Penix. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Now he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
Second and 10, Penix to throw. We look underneath here. Robinson. He loses the football. And the Bengals get to it.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well. This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Burrow throwing here, 3rd and 2. This connects with Higgins. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and come right inside. It's a good work to help reset those chains.
They'll run, Jacobs. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 5. They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 180.
Jacobs again. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Only a yard on the game there, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 4.
1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 180.
Burrow back to throw. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up 4th and goal. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. McPherson's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
They got the ball off the fumble, and they knew what to do with it when they took over. Just find a way to put points on the board.
And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Going right side, Robinson with it. He's going to have this up and across midfield, partner to the 48. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Now try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he goes out of bounds. What a play to end this 3rd quarter. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Staying with Robinson. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
On the return, here's Jones. This makes it up to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Burrow setting the throw. his back. It's Jacobs. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and netted some positive yards.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Running right, here's Jacobs. He scampers ahead for about 4. It's second down now.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
On one, ready?
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
180, stop.
To the air on third and long. Escapes the pocket. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Bengals, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Stop.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Now Burrow. Catch made. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They'll get 18 yards there. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass to far more than a modest gain.
Has it at the 7. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Escapes out to the left. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. It's second and goal.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. 5 yards on the play, and now they've got third and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal.
Here we go.
Now we'll give up the middle to P-Ron. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bengals make it a 9-point advantage. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to fourth and goal. And he finds a way to come through. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on third and goal.
No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is first and 10. Penix Penix working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
A gain of 14.
From the shotgun, Penix. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
It's now second and 10.
Here's Penix to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he's incomplete. Keeps feeding it to his back, but this one, a rare miss. That's going to bring up fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10. No counter, it's Jacobs. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. When you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to it. He cuts it to the right sideline, and they'll mark him down there after the dive. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
Here we go.
Going run again with Jacobs. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here we go.
On second down, Jacobs. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. And this defense wants the extra stoppage before the 2-minute warning as they take a timeout, 2:05 on the clock.
On one, ready?
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Let's get set. Wide 80. 11, 11, 11. Dot.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they have this one well contained. So there's the stop for a loss now. Fourth down coming up. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals looking at a 3-0 start to the season. McPherson's kick is good. Now we see after that play, one of the Falcons having some trouble out there. They'll head out to look at him.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Penix here from the gun. Trying to push deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Jordan Battle with the INT.
Penix's pass. Intercepted. The Bengals take over first
On
and
one,
10.
right?
Cincinnati into formation. It's first and 10.
Here we go. Big third.
And out to Jacobs to start the drive. Well, I'm not seeing the signal for a safety, Brock, but he did not dodge it by much. That run just gets back to the line.
That right there, my friends, is exactly the kind of pressure and intensity you expect from a defense each of these next 2 snaps as well. They want to keep you pinned right there against your own end zone and force you into a very risky punt.
Here we go. Wide 80. Stop.
Here's Jacobs again on 2nd down. That's a nice running there. Gets him in. 3rd down coming up. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Wide 80. 12. Stop.
Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. The Bengals send out the punting unit. It'll be Ryan Rico doing the honors. Got under this one, but it's going nowhere, almost straight off into the air. And he makes a fair catch well short of midfield.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the Bengals 40-yard line.
More slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing now on 1st down, Penix. The sideline, it's secured by London. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
16 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a first. Penix. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
That play is so impressive on so many levels. Not just because it saves a touchdown kick. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. That is so good.
And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Well, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. You just couldn't quite find your connection.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and long. All right, one more snap to play here. Here he goes, one final shot. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs. So in the jungle, the Bengals take the win. And they're continuing to survive among the final